for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the football first. Last time these two teams met, not much doubt as Wisconsin jumped around and jumped all over them, blowing out Iowa.
They destroyed them. You're right. It was over before the jump around even needed to be played and the tradition needed to be unleashed. They knew the game was in hand. Wisconsin took control. Jesse, Iowa better feel some kind of way about that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was embarrassing for them. I remember on social media seeing all the Iowa Hawkeyes players in the NFL wearing Wisconsin jerseys from their Badger teammates in those locker rooms. It was not a fun day for Hawkeye fans. Hasn't been a fun year. They've got to flip the script.
Find some fresh air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Meyer.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got the tight end outside. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Badger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like, the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Off-play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Bringing the heat. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bowl here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bowl on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to their trophy stand if they win.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys
looking for the end zone. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a... He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the single running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Myers. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Bringing it back. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown Badger. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds the tight end.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Power football with the run. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drive.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
Base 27, jump. Base 27.
It's a reverse. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I like the direction and what this offense was doing right there. You need to go to a guy that can make you a play, and he's already shown it. He's the only one that's made a play. He's been in the end zone today. You need more big plays from this offense. It's been kind of slow. Get back to this guy.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Punt is on its way. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the counter play here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
There he goes! Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Forward. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! Wisconsin is pushed out to a big lead as they take command against the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, obviously, they can feel the bull heading their way, right? Like starting to take the lead late in the game. This is what they want to do anyways. They want to play bully ball. They want to go get that trophy, Palmer, and finish this with Wisconsin style.
Yeah, David, you're right. Back in Madtown, there's someone right now in the trophy case kind of making some room. They're kind of clearing some space for the big 70-plus pound Heartland trophy. You can feel it all going Wisconsin's way here in the second half.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little space. Powers through. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
To the air, it's Hurley. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Turns it loose. Got it in stride at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man on the right, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for room. It's Brock. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Meyer. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It is Wisconsin who will head home with the big brass bowl known as the Heartland Trophy after beating Iowa. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.